Now, when you look into the 4, you're looking into the other 4 years that followed after the first year of the 3D principles of the 3D matrix, from which eradicated, the golden age, which was the disruptions of the dismantling and the disrupting, dismantling and the disruptions of the first year, which is the golden age. Now, the other 4 years, which is the trapezoid, the other 4 stars, besides Orion, is the other 4 years, which puts you right into the 5th year. The 5th year puts you right into, the year after Cain and Abel, which is similar to what was reenacted back in 1995 with Tupac and Biggie and everybody else. History is pretty much a repeat. So then the 6th year, they give you Jesus, which Jesus was a normal man. It wasn't like Jesus was any different than any other man in the population of the chosen race. He was just happened to be the individual that they wanted to make the martyr out of. Similar to what's going on right now. How they trying to make an example out of me based on the simple fact that I'm just as aggressive as Jesus was in his days, where I stood for the truth, where I spoke the truth, where I was no nonsense when it comes to speaking the truth and when it comes to injustice, whether if it was done through me or through somebody else. However, I have to also realize that Jesus also went incognito for all these years because he had to really be the person that he needed to be in order for him to really black out all the naysayers and all the noises, all the smear campaigns and everything else that was being said about him around that time, which I'm sure when he went missing. Which I'm sure it was right about that time that he more likely met up with Mary Magdalene, which was stricken from the Bible. Because that wasn't the type of, love relationship that they wanted to portray when they were plotting and they were convoluting into starting, or rather continue in a different form of fashion, the Christianity religion from which he started, which was the opposite of the Yoruba Santeria Voodoo that had started back in Benin.